Hello, my name is Sergio Garza, and I'm going to be speaking about men and women, the differences that they have, and the reason why men were given higher positions as opposed to women. Now, going way, way back to 1600 BC, we see that we are given an epic called the Epic of Gilgamesh. And in this epic, we see that there is a man that is stronger than any other person, physically stronger, and he is in a status of a king, and he abuses women all the time. He is considered a tyrant and very, very evil. As the story goes on, he goes through this redemption story and becomes a wiser person. We continue, we go on, and we get this story called the Aeneid, written by Virgil. This story tells and characterizes a man. It describes a man who will later on become the founder of Rome. And he is considered brave, courageous, and very strong. He is the hero of the story. Now, I'm not here to debate whether or not these people were superior to women or not. I am here to explain that during those times, men were considered superior. And the reason to that is that women were not able to defend themselves against man's strength. They had no means of achieving higher statuses because men were physically stronger, and society back then was completely dependent on strength. As time goes on, we see that our society becomes less dependent on this strength. It becomes more dependent on political systems, and it is more about intelligence than it is about physical strength. Now, today we see that there are people that still abuse women, and we see that there are women that are being victims of such acts because our society today hasn't completely departed from physical traits. But we do see a change, and women today have a higher status than they did back then. And we see movements like feminists, and we see movements of equal rights because women want the same equality. They want equality between the two genders. And I am not here to disencourage that. The only thing I want to point out is that men and women are different. Back then, men had this advantage of strength. And that doesn't make it wrong to use their strength to achieve higher statuses. But we do see that men abused their strength and oppressed women. This, as time went on, would create this culture where women had a lower status because they weren't as capable as men, because women would teach their daughters that men are stronger. And as time went on, women were just left to believe that they were inferior to men. because our society continued to evolve, women ended up realizing that they were not so different from men. The only difference was the strength and physical attributes that they had. And so, as women began realizing this, they started to fight back and to try to achieve higher statuses, because they know now that they can, and because of the evolution that our society has gone through, they are more able to achieve higher status today than they were back then. That is basically the whole point of my speech. Women and men are not the same. They have different characteristics and should be treated as equal, because they are both human. And looking over physical traits, we see that women and men are the same human beings and should be treated the same. And men are not superior to women. They are just simply different, and they are to be treated equally. Thank you, and I hope you all have a great day.